Hello everybody, Brian here. Now, what you see here is, this is basically the video library section, or part of it, of my Xbox 360. You can see the little Xbox symbol right there. But the reason I'm showing this is because this video is for the Bonkers fans, for the fans of Disney's Bonkers. I'm a fan of Disney's Bonkers, no doubt about it. I've been a fan of it since it came out. Heck, I've been a fan since I saw him on the Raw Tunage show back in 1992. But anyway, getting to what I'm saying here. We've seen a lot of the episodes. Some episodes have been taken out due to sensitive issues. Witness to the prosecution, I guess, has been taken out for... My only guess is the fact that maybe it deals with a matter, basically what it is that witness to the prosecution, that's basically, I think, the first Miranda episode after this one, and I'll get into this in a second. And in that episode, Miranda and Bonkers encounter for the first time, which is one of their, I guess you soon to be regular villains, if you will, Lilith the Brave. And she's basically an old millionaire, old woman or something like that, I don't know, businesswoman, what she is. And basically they encounter her, and Miranda basically catches her in the act of making counterfeit dollar bills and all that, counterfeit money. And before Miranda can arrest her, the prey burns the money. So what happens is that because of this, Miranda becomes a witness to a crime. She basically has become the witness. So what happens is that Liz the Brave, trying to keep her good name out there, tells another villainous character called Black and Blue, you need to go and take care of this Miranda girl. In other words, she puts a contract out on her life. And what happens is that Miranda can't even go home. Miranda can't even go out into the parking lot. And I think that might be one of the reasons they did, because her life could be in danger. Because she was attacked in the police parking lot, believe it or not. She was shot at, and I think that's one of the reasons it was the episode hasn't been seen in a while. I have it on tape, but my tape's in Kansas, so lucky me. But anyway, she can't go home or anything, because that would be like the first place they'd try to look. So Bonkers basically says, I'll take you in. I'll take you in. I'll let you live at my place, and until this whole thing blows over, until your court date, and you can basically plead your case and tell them what you saw. So overall, what happens is Miranda has to stay at Bonkers' place, and although it starts out rough for her, and she wants to probably go to a safe house in which was originally suggested, she ends up staying there because one of the safe houses were broken into by Black and Blue. So she ends up staying there and finally, in a way, gets used to Bonkers' lifestyle. And in the end, does make it in time for her court appearance to basically tell the judge what she saw and also add the details that the Brave put a contract out on her life. So, I'm only guessing because of what happened in the garage, the police garage, is maybe one of the reasons it's been taken out. The episode hasn't been seen in a while. I don't know. But getting to this episode, this one right here, New Partners on the Block. This episode is known as one of the rare Disney transitional episodes. Is now one of the rare transitional episodes in animation, and even in live action. What I mean is that what a transitional episode is it takes one of the main characters and it transitions them to a new setting or to a new partner in this case, or to a new character that's going to be part of the team. It's basically, or it takes a team and transitions them to a new teammate. Well, you get the idea. Well, this is what this is. This episode. Now, again, it has not been seen, this episode, believe it or not, has not been seen since I think 1995, 96 maybe. The reason for it is because of its subject matter and its villain. Its villain in this episode, and I'm going to mute it for a second because I don't want the sound to distract us while I'm talking. But the villain in this episode here, and I got this, I looked online, I Googled it, and I think this is where you can get it from DisneyJazz.net or something like that. And that's the station that was airing it. But anyway, this is the villain right here. Hold on, let me get back to that. This guy right here, this is the villain. His name is Fireball Frank. And he's basically portrayed as a mad bomber / terrorist. Now I will put up the volume for a second to tell you why I have this, but why it has this in the background. I'm going to try to rewind it a little bit. This is basically, I guess you could say, sort of like the season 1 finale, if you will. Now what? Okay. Now here's the first appearance by Miranda. There she is, right there. There's Miranda. That's her first official appearance. Now you might say to yourself, she's appeared in the other episodes, right? And didn't she appear in like some other Lucky episodes? As a secretary and I think in the background, yes, but this is her first official appearance. Now if you've watched the show during the previews on Disney Channel, then you'll know who she is. But anyway, okay, and there she is right there. She's the one that stands up to help the chief because obviously he's lost his notes about the villain. Now here's another thing about this episode that makes it different. Look at the rain here. Look at the rain. I don't think you can see it well, but look at the rain. In the other Bonkers episodes, when it's rained, when they've shown some rain, it's basically been all like regular animation rain. But doesn't this rain look familiar? Well, if you're a fan of Bonkers, and you saw the first pilot episode, Gone Bonkers, then you'll know that this is the CGI rain, the same CGI rain they used in that episode. This is basically the CGI rain that is used for feature-length motion picture. But anyway, here's what happens. Here's why it's a transitional episode. See this? That's Lucky's foot. Look what happens. Let's put that up. Now listen to the voice. Now you know why it's a different language? Hey, see, this is where the transition starts to take place, because look who basically comforts him right off the bat.
Пиквик был большим человеком, не только в переносном, но и в прямом смысле. Он был...
See? Oh, yeah, it's Miranda. That is Miranda who comforts him. That's why it's... Now, I'm trying to rewind this as fast as I can because, I have the Nintendo limited time. Now here...
Тот, кто любил счастливчик, то есть...
Alright, now here's a little scene. Now look at this. There's a little picnic table there. Now you're thinking, what could this mean? We've seen the CGI rain. What else could we see? Well, believe it or not, just like the pilot,
Повсюду встречаешь.
that's right, you get all the characters. There's Grumbles, Jitters, and Fawn. You not just Fall Apart, you get all of them, and along with Miranda, which basically tells you this is the transition of what's going on, of what's happening.
Тот, что любил счастливчик, то есть и...
Now listen to Fawn's voice here. This tells you it's a different language.
Шалтай, если лицензию как...
See? That's what I'm talking about right there. The fact that this is an entirely transitional episode. Now I'll be back. I don't want this to be in 2 parts, but I guess it's going to be. And I'll be back.